It is the 9th of November. Thank you so much for your time and trusting us to bring you up to date with the news making headlines today. This is Trending News. My name is Brian Amwai, and let's get started on the program at this particular hour. Now, striking Kenya Airports Authority pilots resumed work on Wednesday morning following an order by the Labor Relations Court, which directed the CALPA pilots to resume duties. Now, the pilots went on strike on the 5th of November. After a notice they gave to the Kenya Airways management 14 days before failed to amount to any meaningful conversations. Business at the international airport is, however, still slow, with passengers facing difficulties getting around as some of the flights are still not back in the skies.
Well, they just told me in my flight there's no flight. And unfortunately, the most annoying aspect is that since yesterday, I've been trying to get in touch with the airline because I was told that there was a possibility of flight reschedules. No one was responding. I got in this morning, went through until I got to the counter to check in, only to be told that the flights have been cancelled.
So my name is Shadrach Were. I'm traveling to Johannesburg this morning. I was supposed to travel tomorrow, according to what I was told, but good enough, they have changed it, so I'm going to travel this morning. It had been a hectic. I remember 2 days ago I had to sleep in Johannesburg. You know, there was no flight. I lost my phone because I was being tossed back and forth, go check this, go check that, and someone picked my phone. I could not get it. Then finally I came to Nairobi and I had to go back today because there is something that I'm going to attend there.
I think there are some good news.
Yeah, today I think it's very good. If you look at the tent, it's very calm. There are not so many people, so I think everyone is being sorted out. People are going to travel as per plan, so I think it's really good news. It's really good news.
All right, now Kenyans can now travel to South Africa without a visa. This comes after a meeting between Kenyan President William Ruto and the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa at State House, Nairobi. Now, the two-day state visit, so the two heads of state hold bilateral talks that will work in favor of both the East African economic giant and South Africa.
We are committed to ensure that the agreements and the memorandum of understanding that we have signed now and in the past will be implemented fully. You and I also took opportunity to discuss the thorny issue between our two countries of visas between South Africa and Kenya, with a view of allowing Kenyans to be able to visit South Africa on a free visa basis, that is without having visas. We agreed that indeed Kenyans should be able to visit South Africa without requiring them to have visas, and that this dispensation will commence on the 1st of January in 2023, and that our officials will speed up the processes of putting this into effect, and that this dispensation will be available to Kenyans for a 90-day period in a given year, meaning that, yes, can use the 90 days, 10 days, 20 days, or whatever. For the full year, Kenyans will have a full 90 days to be able to visit South Africa, and we will be able to review this and get reports from our ministers within a year and see how this is functioning.
Now, the court will tomorrow morning rule on whether it will allow an application by the DPP to withdraw graft charges against Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and others. Now, this follows an application by the office of the DPP to have the case withdrawn. The DPP say the evidence on record does not meet the threshold required to amount to a successful prosecution of the case.
Yes, I want to read word for word what your affidavit says. That while the investigations were still in progress, the director of DCI, Mr. George Kinoti, CBS, directed us to make recommendations that will enable the accused persons to face charges. That's what you wrote.
It's owing to the
No,
briefings.
that's what you wrote.
Yes.
And you stand by that.
Yes, owing to the briefings that we had and the conclusion that we had come up to that level, it was agreed we can make recommendations, and we did so.
Had Mr. Kinoti read the file or whatever investigations you had carried out?
We did
Had he
briefings.
read it?
The file?
Yes.
No, we do briefings.
You see, your affidavit is in
Reading the
plain
file
English.
is different.
Listen, paragraph 6 is in plain English. And in plain English you are saying, we were told, irrespective of the evidence, have charges against these people. That's what it says.
Listen, I'm saying
Yes.
that based on the briefings and evidence we had collected, at that point, we made the recommendations.
So you made the recommendation based on evidence or based on the instructions of Kinoti?
Based on the evidence and the briefings that we had.
Do you know what you're saying and what your affidavit is saying are two different things?
And it's the same thing. We report to our boss on what we have done. We get directions. We follow the directions. That's how we work.
Does your paragraph 6 make it clear that you are to charge the accused persons whether or not there was evidence? But that's what it says.
Charging is a different issue. Ours was to make recommendations.
You are to make recommendations
Yes.
for charging whether or not there was evidence.
Based on the evidence that had been collected that far.
Now, Uasin Gishu firefighting brigade retrieved the body of a middle-aged man from an abandoned dam in Kiprogot village, Ainabkoi sub-county. Now, the residents have, however, confirmed that the deceased is not a resident of that particular area, stating that he might have been killed elsewhere before being dumped in the dam. The body has been taken to the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital mortuary.
Mimi kwa majina naitwa Wangwero Hassan Mukhwana. Mimi ni Deputy Chief wa Uasin Gishu County Fire. Mimi pia ndio niko in charge operations county mzima. Tuko na wale watu wanaohusika na mambo ya maji, divers, ambapo pia ni wafanyikazi wa county. Tumejipanga tukakuja kuona, tukapata mwili, tukaenda, mmoja wetu akaingia, akautoa. Ni mwanaume karibu miaka kama 35, japo tumechunguza kwa mifuko hatujapata identification card ya kudhibitisha kwamba ni mwanaume miaka ngapi. Na pia tumejaribu kuuliza raia wa hapa, ni kama wale wenye wako hapa hawamuelewi.
Well, kwa majina naitwa Thomas Kiplagat Maina. Mimi msemeta pale chu. Well, hatujaweza kufahamu huyu mtu. Tumejaribu hata kutambua, lakini tunaona ni mtu kabisa ambaye hafahamiki kabisa.
Now, residents of Kitutu Churches South, Kisii County, have protested the current power outages paralyzing operations in the area. Now, the residents have accused the Kenya Power and Lighting Company of dragging its feet in solving the issue and now want the power supplier to state their demands so that they can enjoy the services once again.
Naweza sema tangu hiyo stima ipotee, kuna transformer ilikuwa hapa juu ambayo ilikuwa inafanya vizuri sana. Ilipotolewa, sisi wakaaji wa sehemu hii hatukujua tukaletewa nini transformer ambayo imefanya hata zile vitu ambao tunatumia kama ma TV, ma radio zikaungua kabisa.
Wanafunzi wetu wako tabani kwa sababu hatuwezi kudurusu vizuri na kuandaa wanafunzi wa kidato cha 4 vile hivyo inahitajika, kwa sababu tumekuwa na hiyo miezi miwili bila stima, na kwa hivyo tunahimiza, tunaomba kwa hisani watu wa Kenya Power watuwekee stima ili tuweze kusukuma gurudumu hili la kufunza watoto wetu, tuweze kuandaa vilivyo kwa mitihani ya kitaifa.
Tulilipa pesa preps lakini wanashindwa kusoma. Kuna mababu zetu hapa na mababa ambao wameachiliwa kufanya kazi ya ulinzi kwa mashule, lakini hata wao wameanza kuogopa kwa sababu ni kama maisha si mzuri. Kuna wengine chusi wakati hakuna stima walikuja wakafahamiwa, kama sio watu wa pikipiki ambao walikuwa wanapita wakasikia, huyo mzee angewawa.
Now, security stakeholders in Kakamega County, together with the county government, held a series of meetings on how to curb the rising insecurity in the county, with Kakamega Deputy Governor Ayub Savula insisting on the importance of security as it will bring investors who will create employment for local residents.
Hapa Kakamega Town, kwa sababu we depend on Masinde Muliro as a source of economic well-being of this town. Tukitafute shamba na tulete wekezaji walete viwanda hapa Kakamega Town, tuajiri hawa vijana, itakuwa one way ya kupunguza hii visa ya uhalifu. Wameanza kuchukua hatua ili kuhakikisha town yetu ya Kakamega iko safe. Tumekuwa na mkutano ya security meeting hapa na wamepitisha masuala kadhaa yale wanataka kufanye, kama wanataka police post ijengwe, wanataka police station, wanataka pia barabara zitengenezwe, wanataka pia security light. Na tumesema proposal ilifanywe, iletwe, hizi resolutions iletwe kwa governor, kwa ofisi ya governor, alafu sisi kama county government, because county na national government zita collaborate, tutasaidiana kuweka maneno ya security lights, maneno ya police station, tutatafuta pesa tuweke kwa bajeti, alafu tufanye hiyo kazi, kwa sababu security comes first. Hatuwezi anza kujenga soko na hakuna usalama, kwa sababu nataka watu wetu wawe na usalama ili ndio wafanye biashara vizuri hapa Kakamega.
Kupitia stakeholders, locational security committee iweze kukaa chini, iweze ku-identify ni wapi tunaweza weka police post pale Juakali na hiyo area ya Masingo, kwa sababu tumeweza kuelezwa kwamba wahalifu wengi ni kama wanajificha pande hiyo, ili tuweze kuweka police post ama patrol base yenye itakuwa ikishughulikia shida za kiusalama pande hiyo.
All right, now 3 months after taking over the helm of the county government, a section of new officials in Nakuru County are still facing struggle to settle. This is due to the ongoing court cases and sharp criticism over the appointments, which are said to not reflect the county's ethnic and cultural diversity.
My name is Martin Lunalo, representing Reproductive Health Champions Organization, a civil society organization working in Nakuru County to ensure that there is good governance and public participation in governance processes. So we wanted to engage these members to see how well can we ensure that members of the public, the Nakuru County residents, are participating effectively in matters governance, in matters resource allocation, in matters leadership of this county.
Andrew Oyombe, I am the Program Manager, Land and Housing at Haki Jamii, the Economic and Social Rights Center. We would like to applaud the county government of Nakuru for having come up with a very elaborate legislation that looks into matters public participation, and we also want to applaud them for having committed in this meeting both the county executive and county assembly to work with the civil society groups in this county to ensure the implementation of the Public Participation Act through formulation or coming up with guidelines to operationalize the Public Participation Act, as well as a look into issues of policy formulations around operationalization of the Public Participation Act.
Majina yangu naitwa Neto Sakwa, na represent watu wa Kivumbini Ward pale County Assembly. Mimi mwenyewe kwanza nitatii hiyo sheria na nitaifuata na nitafanya public participation. Nitaomba wengine wote wa embrace hiyo so that wasaidie wananchi wao, wawapee fursa ya kuweka maoni yao so that ingie kwa budget kwa njia mzuri.
Now, Manyata Member of Parliament Gitonga Mukunji has vowed to lead a protest on the floor of the House if the motion on term limit finds its way to the 13th Parliament. Now, the Member of Parliament noted that leaders should stop cheap politics and deal with issues of the economy and food prices.
We cannot right now afford to have a discussion on issues of term limit. This country is not in a position where it can change the narrative or it can change the conversation on the table. The conversation on the table right now in our government, in our country, is a conversation about the economy. And we cannot discuss the issue of term limits when Kenyans are dying of hunger. We cannot discuss the issue of term limits when we have fuel and foodstuff and
Now, more than 20 expectant mothers in Machakos County were on Wednesday given a rare treat when Shalom Hospital organized a baby shower for them at the maternity center. Now, the soon-to-be mothers were educated on all matters to do with babies during the baby shower.
This will also encourage you to have a second baby.
It was for our mothers that basically attend our MCH, coming to deliver here, but basically those who come here.
We're not handling.
I'm very delighted for the event because ilipea kila mtu chance ya have a baby shower. Not everybody in our community can afford to have a baby shower, so we are very delighted to have it. And tumeweza meet other mothers na we have educated ourselves together. Tumepatana pia na other companies pia zimetufunza on how to take care of our babies. It has been a nice event.
Sasa jusi na besheni sitakuangusha. Hii mkono, I will free this hand. Tamshika hivi.
All right, congratulations to all expectant mothers. That is where we ended at this particular moment. Thank you so much. Now you're up to date with matters current affairs. Get the details of those particular stories in our subsequent bulletins at 6:30 and 8 p.m. tonight. My name is Brian Amwai. Let's do this again next time.